the MRE versus freeze-dried. Let's take a look at the differences. What's up, everyone? So recently I've done a video on eating an MRE out in the field, and I also did one on a breakfast Mountain House freeze-dried meal. Let's discuss the differences between the two. Let's start with the good old MRE. First thing about the MRE is a lot of people talk about, after eating MREs, they talk about digestive issues. And that's kind of subjective. So, everyone's stomach is a little different. So we're going to kind of leave that out. So the MRE obviously was developed for the military, for soldiers to take out into the field. Basically the use is, they're going to use these for a week or two until the military can set up one of their portable kitchens to start feeding hot meals to the soldiers. Now, getting MREs is kind of hit or miss. We're a military family, so I'm able to buy mine at the commissary. So I know these are a genuine military issue MRE. I know the dates on them are pretty fresh. And that takes me to, like I said, getting these. So basically these are technically illegal for civilians to sell, or for anyone to sell to a civilian. Obviously the Department of Defense through the commissary, they're allowed to do it, but that's that. So you can buy these online, you can buy civilian versions, and you can buy military surplus ones. So when it comes to the civilian ones, what I would recommend is find yourself a reputable website and buy one or two and make sure they're what you want, they're what you're looking for, and the meals taste good to you, obviously. On places like eBay, you can buy military surplus ones. My only issue with that is you don't know how old they are. And in fact, nowhere on this main outside packaging does it have the date code. The date codes are all on the individual items inside this bag. So you won't know what the date code is until you open it up to use it. And I'm not going to go into how to decipher the date code. There's lots of places online that you can find that information out. So the pros of an MRE. First of all, they don't need cooked. You can eat these straight out of the bag. Everything is already pre-cooked. It's cold, but it's pre-cooked, safe to eat without heating anything up. Obviously, except if, the coffee, obviously you have to boil some water, but you usually also get some sort of electrolyte drink that won't need heated. Which in that regard saves fuel, whether it be a solid fuel like wood, liquid fuel, gas fuel. You're not going to use up any fuel or even any calories to heat anything up as far as building a fire or something like that. That's definitely a pro for the MRE. Let's talk about some nutritional facts. And this is the information I got from military sources online. It's not so much, it's not for each individual meal, but it's what the Defense Department requirements were when they started to put this item up for bid from different contractors. So the requirements, on average 1,200 calories for everything that's in here. Anywhere from 20 to 30 grams of protein. And the weight of an individual MRE, depending on the menu, is anywhere from 16 to 26 ounces. And it's a little big, it's a little bulky. It's not terrible. So those are the specifications. So 1,200 calories, based on the guidelines for the government put out in Nutritional Facts on any meal is they base it on a 2,000 to 3,000 calorie diet. So at 1,200, You know, you eat 2 a day, you're at 2,400 calories, depending on how much activity you're doing. You know, that's not bad. Now, if you really, if you're doing a lot of hiking, if you're, doing a lot of work around a camp, maybe you can burn through that many calories and be extremely hungry afterward. But then you can, you can have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 3 meals a day, gets you to 3,600 calories. And then you're in the neighborhood of, 60 grams of protein. So that's the MRE. And what are some of the cons of it? The cons of it are the shelf life. This is not long-term food. This is, short to medium-term food. Again, the specifications for the contract were that it has to last 3.5 years at 81 degrees Fahrenheit. And the higher you go, the shorter the life expectancy of the meal is. And once you get below freezing, you have the same problem. So in good conditions, room temperature, they estimate 3 to 5 years. But the spec again was 3.5 years at 81 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the MRE. We're talking 26 ounces in a little bit of a bulky package. The menus change, pretty often. They're up to almost 20 different, menu options. And I believe just recently there's a pizza option now, which I would love to get my hands on to give that a try. So that's the MRE. Freeze dried. This is a Mountain House. Now this is a single serving Mountain House. You can get these in single serving, 2 servings, and 2.5 servings. And what I'm going to do is talk about the 2 serving Mountain House meals. A typical 2 serving Mountain House meal is going to be about 500 calories, anywhere from 11 to 18 grams of protein per serving. So again, 2 serving, you will have 500 calories and 20 to close to 40 grams of protein depending on the menu item. This one happens to be lasagna with meat sauce. Now the weight of a 2 serving Mountain House meal is anywhere from 4 to 6 ounces, again depending on which menu item you get. Now the big bonus, this is long-term food solution. 30+ year shelf life at room temperature. Now again, as temperature goes way high or way low, that changes the life expectancy, but on average, 30 years. Now this does need, not cooked, but you have to boil water to eat this. Now I guess you could eat it dry. It's probably going to be a lot like eating a rice cake, but I guess if you had to, you could. But you need to boil water. For a single serving, you need to boil 6 ounces. So probably double that for a 2 serving, 12 ounces. You can boil that much water in about 10 minutes. It even says in the package, 10 minutes to boil water. So you do need to expend some fuel to boil the water, whether it be, like I said, wood, liquid, or gas fuel. The pros, obviously, much lighter. Anywhere from 20 to close to 30 ounces for an MRE. And you're talking 4 to 6 ounces for a 2 serving freeze-dried meal. So it saves some space. Obviously, if you fold this over, you're talking a pretty small package. Now the only thing I don't know is, say you get a 2.5 serving Mountain House meal, you prepare the whole thing, you only need half of it. So now you've got a bag of, half of a rehydrated dinner. So to reuse it, you could obviously seal the bag back up, because it does have a Ziploc type seal inside there. So you seal it back up, store it away, bring it back out. At that point you'd have to pour it into a pot, a large cup, and then reheat it over a fire or a stove. So there's that. Where the MRE, this is divided up into an entree, some sort of side, usually some sort of bread, so you can eat just the entree, save everything else for later, and you don't need to recook anything. Another bonus with the MRE, and bonus, unless you already have the stuff, then you don't really need it, and it's just adding weight. A lot of people break these down, just pull out the entree, pack the entree, and nothing else. But an MRE does come with the accessory pack, whatever you want to call it, which usually includes utensils, some sort of condiments, gum, as I said before, usually instant coffee, and some sort of electrolyte drink. So this includes a beverage, where obviously this does not, other than the water you've already boiled, which you could drink once it's cooled down. Cost. So a 2.5 serving Mountain House meal goes from anywhere from, I've seen them as low as 7, as high as 9. For, like I said, the 2 serving. The 1 serving you can get for, I think, like $5 at Walmart. But again, the 1 serving is 240 calories. So if you're getting the 1 servings from Walmart, you need to pack, 240, you need to pack, 4 or 5 of these to equal the calories in an MRE. And, if you're in some sort of survival situation, calories is the most important. Protein's important, carbs are important, but calories, just getting calories in your stomach. So, once you start adding, 4 or 5 of these in a pack, they're going to take up more space than 1 MRE. They may not weigh as much, but they're going to take up more space in a pack. Cost on the MRE. I don't know what these go for online. I didn't do much checking because, like I said, I can get these at my commissary. At my commissary, they're $8.75. And I'm sure online you can get them cheaper. If you get them from eBay, you can probably get them cheaper than that. But again, on eBay, you just don't know how old they are. So those are the numbers. More calories in 1 package. You get the drink, you get the utensils, you get condiments, you get napkins, gum. So, it's an entire full course meal. Freeze dried, much longer shelf life, a lot lighter, and some people say they taste a lot better. But again, that's subjective. Everyone's stomachs are different. Everyone's tastes are different. And again, it's same with the MRE. Multiple different menu options, breakfasts, dinners, ice cream. I think they even make a powdered milk. Vegetarian options. The Defense Department has just authorized vegetarian MREs as well. So there's pretty comparable there. $9, again, for the 2 serving, about the same, $9. But for that price, you're getting half the calories. Again, a 2 serving is 500 calories. This is in the neighborhood of 1,200. So it really all depends on what you're doing, what your needs are. If you're just looking for long term, something you put in a pack, and as long as it's not seeing high or super low temperatures, it's going to last 30 years just sitting in your pack. Now, short term, I think this is a better option. Yep, it's heavier, it's bulkier, but it's just more food. So there you have it, MRE, freeze dried. I got as accurate specs as I could get, as I could find. If you know of something different, please comment in the comment section. Let us know. Let us know what you think. If you have a preference, what are your favorite flavors in either one? I know a lot of guys have certain favorites in the MREs. The one thing I will say about the Mountain House, especially the breakfasts, they are pretty salty. Any of their breakfasts that include a bacon, they're extremely salty. Too salty for my taste anyways. Okay, that's all I've got for you. Short video on the comparison between the two items. Please like, share, comment on the video. Subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. This is PA Outdoors. Get outdoors, enjoy yourself, but remember, be safe out there. Thanks for watching.